Hey, friends. Okay, so there is a loaded statement that I hear all the time that I want to address. And that is when it comes to decluttering, people say, but I pay good money for this. Have you ever said that? Have you ever thought it? Right? Like you look at an item and you don't really want to keep it, right? And then you go, but I paid such good money for this. So, my question to you is if you were to buy that item today, how much value would you place on it? How much money would you actually spend to have that item today? Because here's the thing, we have a tendency to place a higher monetary value on something than it's actually worth, right? And the thing is that when you have something that you kind of feel kind of about, you're kind of ready to let it go, but not entirely. And then you think about how much money you actually paid for it, the money's already gone, right? You can't magically get that money back. So you really have two choices. You can say, well, you know what? I paid a lot of money for it, therefore I'm not going to let it go, even though it doesn't really speak to me. It doesn't, maybe it's not something that I feel I don't even want to wear anymore, or it doesn't match the age and stage and season of life that I'm in. But because I pay good money, I am choosing for it to take up valuable real estate in my home. You can absolutely choose that option, right? The other option is I paid really good money for that. It served its purpose and I can let it go. Okay. One of the things that I really, I like to impress upon my clients is to try really hard to live in the now, right? I mean, nobody is guaranteed how much time they're going to have on this earth. And I would rather see you surrounded by things that you love, that speak to you, that make you feel comfortable, but don't keep you stuck in the past. If you have so much stuff in your space that you are struggling to function, okay, then we have to have a conversation about what we're going to let go of, right? And I'm not going to tell you that you can only have a certain number of books or, certain amount of clothing. No, I don't think any coach worth their salt is going to realize that you're an adult. You get to decide what takes up valuable real estate in your space, right? Nobody else has a right to place judgment on it. I'm not going to place judgment on it as a coach. I've had my own decluttering journey that I'm going through, right? But if the one thing that is holding you back from letting go is the fact that you paid good money for something, then maybe you need to have a little sit down with yourself, right? I'm not going to get the money back. I'm not going to get the time back. It's taking up valuable real estate in my home. And is that something that I choose to want to continue to let happen? And if the answer is yes, then that's okay. And if the answer is no, that is also okay. But what's most important is that you like the reason for keeping something. Okay. If you're keeping it out of expectation or obligation, then maybe you need to have another little chat with yourself. In the meantime, you guys keep doing the next right thing.